Both free throws good for Irving.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
In the corner, it's James. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. LeBron's got his first points of the game. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
One player he said they can't overlook is Chris Bosh. He said Bosh is the perfect complementary scorer. He can hit the spot-up J and also really crash the offensive boards. We simply can't get so caught up elsewhere that we allow him to have a big night. And Kevin, at 6'11", Bosh really an anchor in that front court. When he plays well, they're tough to beat.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Here's prime time, following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's prime time. He has 5. From 11 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Prime time's got 7 points. The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the middle. And Aldridge sends it back. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. On defense, Miami. And a wide open look for Irving.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Here's prime time, covered by Smith.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Here's Smith, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's prime time, covered by Irving. Here's Bosh. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Irving kicks to Love. Now, here's Biyombo. Not a lot of room. And it's Dang in the corner. Launches it. Out to Smith. Love with the screen on Dragic. Outside Irving. Over Baker. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Smith. 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 6th in scoring. And they're...
And you gotta love how well they safeguard their offensive possessions. You see the ranking, 2nd fewest turnovers committed. Terrific ball handling and smart passing.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Aldridge. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Cannon in for Goran Dragic. Here's Irving. The Heat getting the bucket. There's a screen. The drive by Shumpert. Caspi passes to Patterson. He feeds it to Shumpert. 17-foot shot on the way. Love pause with the block. Now here's Winslow. He's tightly guarded. Out to the right wing. Here's Cannon, guarded by Shumpert. And it's blocked. Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. It's tipped and stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. A nice shot by Irving.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
No good from Baker. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Kyrie Irving again. Irving's got 14.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
No good from Baker.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Irving double team. Here's Patterson. No luck, and it's Miami the other way.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently, the shooting guards.
Don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Well, the most active hands in the league, I think, belong to those fellas right there. I mean, that is one pesky bunch of pickpockets.
Here's Brooks, following the basket by LeBron James. Harris dishes to Shumpert. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Winslow, wide open. He fires, nails the 16-footer. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now here's Patterson. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that game against the Celtics. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Here's a look at some stats for Shumpert, how his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
And he makes both free throws. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Patterson, the screen. Stolen. Down low. Here's Baker. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the Heat pick up 2. Brooks kicks to Shumpert. Patterson, the screen. And another miss by Cleveland.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Brooks with no one around. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Brooks has got his first basket of the night. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to James. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboards. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Patterson, the screen. Brooks. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Give it up for your Heat Dancer.
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We were winning a playoff game when I was younger.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really dealt with, and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Bismack Biyombo staying out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Smith, and it's Brooks in at the point guard.
Terrific game for prime time. He has 17 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up from the floor. He finished with 31 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night. Here's Irving. He's got 19. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harris has got his first points in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Miami leading by 19. Pass to Baker. Here's the screen. Up off the screen, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Irving.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Cannon can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Harris up top, guarded by Hawes. Back to Harris. Puts up a three. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Baker. And again, Miami with the triple.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here is Harris. He's got 5. Patterson, the screen. Outside Irving. To the inside. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. Comes up empty down low.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The Heat have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Irving.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's